And welcome back to All Over the Map. Thanks for tuning in. On this episode, we have British town centers on GeoGuessr, episode number 29. We're back at it. The game by Dad City, between 1 and 4 locations in every town and city in Great Britain. So we're going to do this one back at it, a long format. No time limit, moving challenge. The play along link for those of you that want to play along will be in the description below. And here we go to British town centers. I did see it says Great Britain, and I found out today doing my all over the stands update, finding out some stuff about Fratton Park in Portsmouth. Fratton Park is the only stadium, at least this is what it says, that's not in Great Britain. I guess because it's on its own little island. I don't know how true that is, but anyway, and we will also continue with Daily Challenge number 12 on the third week, coming today as well. It's uploaded on the 21st of October. We got the George Inn on suite accommodation, so you can have fun in the pub and stay after overnight. Welcome to Selby Abbey. So we're in the, I guess, the town of Selby, I would guess. Selby, there's a Selby Times and Business Center. So good, we found the location. I guess this is a town. Let's stay safe, folks. Which way do we go? Let's just go this way. Selby. All right. Goole and Snaith. Selby Park. It's a pretty cool looking park. Actually, this is a neat looking town. I like this with the park. We got the church. Very nice looking church. Cathedral? Nah, maybe. Not sure. Telephone box. And the A614. I gotta think we're further north here. Because the 614. Okay, Huddersfield. Featherstone. Rothwell. Pudsey. And here's Selby up here next to Barrowby. So Selby, B-Y. What did I saw something that BY means town, I think, or something. I don't know if it's like a Viking or, again, something I saw in passing. I wish I would have stopped and watched it, but the wishing well. But Selby, pretty cool. Selby Abbey on the Crescent. There's the George Inn. I think we're right about there. So we'll take a look at Selby on Wikipedia. The George Inn looking north. And we're at the Crescent. And there we are. So let's look up the town of Selby. Town and civil parish, North Yorkshire, England, 12 miles south of York. Population of 2021 is 17,193. It once had a large shipbuilding industry and was an important port on the Selby Canal. It's pretty interesting, a 6-mile canal, 2 locks, which brought trade from Leeds. So pretty cool town, this one. One I would definitely visit. I'm sure maybe there's the aerial view of where we just were right down here. Rail crash. The Great Heck Rail Crash is often referred as the Selby Rail Crash. Okay, so Selby High School. All right, we go to round number 2. Again, I love the brick. The brick. Fill with the roof, maybe, I'd say south, but stamp. Maybe we're in the south. Add Nams in Southwold. Okay, so maybe the Cotswolds. Stamp. Wood-fired pizza, light lunch menu, small plates. They got a kids menu. So our kids menus things in the UK. So if I bring my family, they're actually getting older. They're still kids. But kids menus usually in the United States are about to age 12. So anyway, typically. So I would imagine it'd probably be the same in the UK. Penfold, visit our website There you go. 7 days a week takeaway. And we turn around. What a cool looking little Aylsham pharmacy. Wow, what a neat little place. Black Boys Inn. Okay. All right, let's go with where I was thinking. Out here. Maybe I was just wrong with Southwold. Yeah, maybe. All right, let's go check out this sign here. Barnwell's newsagent. There's Freedom Mobility. The Dumpling Man. All right. Yeah, Aylsham is where we are. It's the town. Ooh, look at this little. It's the way through. The Blind Pig. The Porter's Arms. This almost looks like something out of a movie set. I just like it just seems so neat and orderly, like the fonts and everything. I don't know. It's like a Hollywood set. This is a British town. This would be it seems. The Apple Man. It's the Apple Man. All right. Well, we got a good road sign here, but Reepham. Let's take a look where the B's are. It's the A. I'm looking for a B. All right. Move. Let's come over here. 2-1. Oof. It's not it either. All right, B1418. I think we're getting on to some place. Getting to the place, I think, where we're located. Billericay. That's Billericay. Tillingham. 10:25. 11:45. Good Easter. How about that? It's not Good Friday. It's Good Easter. All right. It's taking a little longer to find. It's okay. Harlow. The 1038. You know, I'm just not finding it. Yo. Well, this rate, I'm just going to scan all over England. B1046. All right, this is not the way. This is not it. Not the way to do it, I don't think. Could have come a little further here and recognize it's the A140. So, here we are, 140 Norwich. Our friends in Dis. And here we are, north of Norwich in Aylsham is the town. We are right here. Hallmark. Wow, Hallmark's a card store in the United States. I guess it's the same in the UK. Stamp. Oh, it's Stamp Pizza. That makes sense. And Penfold and Hungate. So there we are. Let's look up Aylsham. Elsham. All right, it's a historic market and civil parish town in North Norfolk, nearly 9 miles north of Norwich. Population 8,817. That's a pretty cool town sign, I'd have to say. I like signs. I like road signs. I like maps. Got to think about something. Henry VIII granted a market on Saturdays and an annual fair to be held on the 12th of March, which is the eve of the feast of St. Gregory the Pope. There we are. It was once noted for its spa and formerly used by those suffering from asthma and other chronic conditions. Pretty cool. But yeah, I like road signs, I like maps. I need to do something. I have this grand business idea of to do these directional signposts and stuff, and road signs and different things, and just need to do it because I am fascinated with maps, road signs, all kinds of stuff. Anyway, it's an interesting building on the high street. Maidstone is where we are. This is Maidstone. I see it there. There's Peppermint. Not a black cab, but a gray cab. Fresh handmade cosmetics at this store, perfection. And we look down the street here in Maidstone, which I thought it was London Metro. That's Maidenhead. Shoot. Maidstone. There goes that. I thought maybe I'm just confusing. Maidstone, here we are. I knew it's around London somewhere. Maidstone, Knight Rider Street. What? Knight Rider, one of my favorite shows as a kid. David Hasselhoff and Knight Rider. Anybody watch that? Finally found Knight Rider Street. All right. So High Street. Just need to find the High Street here. Which, right up here. There it is, the High Street. And Pudding Lane. You can't have your, wait, hold on. You can't have your pudding if you don't eat your meat, right? Is that the thing? I always get that confused. Pink Floyd. All right. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat? That's it. We are looking south, so I don't know why I was looking north. Mill Street. Gabriel's Hills, we're about there, so that's where we are. It is Maidstone. Maidstone, Kent, right? Yep. County town of Kent. It is 32 miles southeast of London. The River Medway runs through the center of town, linking it with Rochester and the Thames estuary. The borough of Maidstone has an approximate population of 100,000, and since World War II, the town's economy has shifted from heavy industry towards light industry and services. Okay, it's a pretty cool castle there. So there we are, Maidstone. By the way, I saw a lot of Pizza Huts closing down in the UK. I didn't realize that Pizza Hut was a big thing. I know there's Domino's and whatnot, but a lot of Pizza Huts closing down. Sea Salt, Cornwall, not to be it's missed or not. It seems to be the same in the United States. It's the Golden Hand there. Rollies Fudge Pantry. Okay. How much are you getting for a haircut these days? For gents and boys, 12 pounds. I will say I paid $30 for my most recent haircut a couple weeks ago. 30. Too much. And I see there's congestion charges coming now to Oxford. I was reading the news today, the UK, and charges. Fees. Always seem to be going up. In this, I guess, global economy, I'm not sure what it is, but East Lode Town Trust. So we're in Cornwall. We got to be here, right? So we got to go. Oh no, Lou. Wait, hold on. We were just here. That's Lou, East Lou. I thought it Lode. Here it is, Lou. Are we here once again? No, we're between Barcelona and no man's land. How about that? Why do I feel like this isn't it? I don't know. It just feels. Maybe it is it. It probably is. It is it because it's right there. The co-op. Right here. So get a different location. This town. It's a pretty cool spot. And sea salt. There we are, right on the spot. So let's look it up. We got it in one of the. Not only do we get it in a previous British Town Centers game, we also got it in a daily no move challenge as well. I got it wrong though. Didn't have enough time. All right, Lou, Cornish Loch is I think Loch is a coastal town and civil parish in southeast Cornwall, England. Lies 20 miles west of Plymouth, and as the 2021 census, parish has a population of 5,311. All right, so how long has it been there? Since the Neolithic period. Looks like uninhabited. So that's pretty. Neolithic stone axe of green stone was found in 1978. Flint arrowheads. So some history in this town. Low-lying parts continue to suffer frequent flooding when the tides are very high. And I wonder how the storms coming up off of the, I guess the Atlantic, how does that impact? What if they get flooding in this town? Somebody's got to know. Let's take a quick look. I'm going to zoom out real quick, and then we'll get off the final round here on episode 29. I guess maybe not, because I guess it could. Like, these storms that race across, usually hurricanes that come up here and race across the Atlantic, sometimes go high up here in this area, it seems. But I wonder if any have come up through the English Channel and affected any areas like this. Sure it has at some point. The Lorne House. Beresford Adams. Interesting looking town here. Got some hills off to the east. Hills or mountains? Bethesda. Bethesda. There's actually a town in outside of DC called Bethesda. I was just looking outside. It's hear a helicopter. Not sure if you can hear that or not, but I think it's headed off. But Bethesda. Yeah, it's a big. Actually, Bethesda is when talk about youth football. There's an interest in Bethesda. I feel like they've had a couple players come out of there going to the DC United soccer academies we see in the United States. Um, maybe Wales. This is. Yeah, Wales, Bethesda, the Bull, Molson Coors. Wow, how about that? That's um, anyway. So yeah, it is a suburb of DC. So I feel like that once a long time ago, overhyped player Freddie Adu was from that area. I think in the United States. I'm not sure, but I feel like he might have even played for that club, Bethesda, big football club. Soccer, as we say in the United States. All right. Interesting looking homes here. Are you pretty sure that we are in Wales here? But I could just go look around and zoom around to find the location. I once had a playground at when I grew up in the 80s of that style. Not two, just the one in our what we call our backyard, or you'd say your garden. The old chain. Wow, look at that. Look at that. The beauty of Wales. Chain linked, or is it a chain swing or whatever? I don't know. Whatever it's called. All right, well, I'm just going to search for Bethesda. Probably like a small blip on this map at this level. But let's take a look. I feel like it's going to be in an area like this here. Then again, maybe not. There it is. You scroll north, and it's in the north of Wales, Bethesda. And what do we have? The Bethesda Chippy. All right, we have which street? The High Street and school up to the northeast. All right, so we got one. Yeah, I think we're right about there. That's where we are. The town of Bethesda. Yeah, Bethesda, Maryland. Bethesda, Ohio. And oh, there we are. Wait, two towns. I'm going to go with this one here because it's a bigger town. Town and community in Wales is a predominantly Welsh-speaking town. How about that? So Welsh, 4,735. I'm sure it's probably grown since then. Maybe, maybe not. They're in the north of Wales. So got the longest zip line, almost a mile long. It brings hundreds of visitors to town. So if you're ever wanting to do a zip line, folks, go visit Bethesda in Wales. And there we are. That's it. It's episode 29. We're doing daily challenges continuously on this channel for the UK. If you've got any longer form maps you want me to play, let me know in the comments down below. Always feel free to send me an email at alloverthemap23@gmail.com. If you could, right now, if you're this far and you haven't subscribed, just please hit that subscribe button. As always, thanks for tuning in. Till next time, cheers.